I
Sure.
think that's what I was so excited to have you on for, because this is like a whole new way of thinking about using this tool. It's unlocking so much.
Yeah. So I'll share a real use case from this morning in terms of how I use this. And again, folks, you and I, we have the same tool. We're using the same thing. The difference is how we use it. And it's kind of like in a marriage, the better quality communication you have, the better quality of the relationship. You have to learn how to communicate effectively with AI. So the core of my business is an executive peer network called the AI Driven Leadership Collective. So my vision, I think if you try to figure AI out alone, you're going to lose. But if you can surround yourself with the right people, ask the right questions, and tap into collective knowledge, you always stay ahead of the competition. So I'm assembling this network of execs where we share our knowledge on how we're using it so that just we're ahead of the curve. We have an opportunity to go global in the next 12 months. And like I want to do it, but there's something that's giving me pause. And this is a big strategic decision. Do we stay focused domestically or do we expand? And so I now understand the value of having a thought partner, and I've turned AI into a world-class one. So I even went as far as assembling my own AI board of advisors. So I gave it my strengths and weaknesses as a founder and CEO, and had it identify, like I told it my 10-year goals and said, based on that, I want you to tell me the top strengths and skills I would want to recruit to a board if I were to assemble a board, so that that board could advise me to achieve my 10-year vision. I then created personality profiles for those skills. So Steve Jobs is on my board for vision and product design, but he's specifically not allowed to give me advice on being a husband, a father, or a leader. Warren Buffett's on my board for long-term planning and risk mitigation. Jeff Bezos is on my board for operational scalability. My future self, 30 years in the future, is on my board, so my future self can advise me today. So I built this board a while ago. This morning, I went to the board and I said, hey, here's the situation. I've got this opportunity to expand to London, to expand to Singapore, blah, 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 blah. Here's all my thoughts on why I want to say yes, but here's my thoughts on the things that are giving me pause. I want you to figure out, whoever on the board should ask the questions. It's fine, but I want you to interview me. Ask me one question at a time to really stress test my thinking as to why do I want to expand? What do I stand to gain if I do? But what do I also stand to lose if I do? And based on that, I want you then to outline the pros of expanding and the cons of expanding, and then make a recommendation on what you think I should do and why. And then I had a conversation with it, like literally actually talking to it back and forth while I walked around my neighborhood. And this was like a 20-minute long back and forth dialogue. And it's giving me real pause right now on expanding, when before it was like gung ho.